to the Bush Bee Man. Here we go again. Today, I don't know if you remember, but the Ciracel boys over there in New Zealand, they sent us some of this sample stuff. They sent us some feeders, which we're going to have a bit of a look at when we go out there and check out what they did. They worked really well. They've also sent me this really cool idea of having honeycomb. So to actually make circular honeycomb that we can ship. This is, well, there's a few different versions of this, but this is theirs. So we thought today, being that spring is about to spring, no, spring is about to sprung, be sprung. Spring is springing. No, wonder what spring would be. Spring is doing something anyway. It's turned up. Apparently it's officially spring. Now I'm assuming if a bloke had more time he should have probably painted this woodwork, but it's kind of nicely done. I was thinking a bloke should paint that a different colour so you can sort of see where they are, but we haven't got around to painting it yet, so apologies to the Ciracel folk that we haven't painted your wood, but it looks pretty cool so far. So we'll go in, I think we might, well, go over here and make a spot on the bench, put our wax in, and then we'll go for a little drive and see what the girls reckon. Good to see a bloke's got a nice tidy workbench. There's me paint washing pot. Get that out of the way. Hey, look! Mr. Windex, that's still out here from when we made the observation hive. The wife was having a go wondering where the hell the Windex went the other day, which was in the shed, surprise, surprise. I did buy her some more Windex. Oh, talking about my wife. Oh, hang on, hold that thought, stay there. Oh dear. So, anyway, as I was saying, my lovely wife, who is adorable, it's been Father's Day here just the other day, so technically I'm not her father, so don't write in and think I'm a weirdo. So, no, I'm the father of her children. I'd be the father of our own children, one would hope. But anyway, she brought me this card, she brought me this present. As you would remember, not so long ago, I was trying to find her drill, and I think she was watching that and thought, I better get him his own drill. She wrote me this very lovely card, which I think I'm going to read to you, because after this episode, when I actually explain what's happened to the other drill, she might write me a different card. But anyway, have a look at this. How cool is that? She actually got me a Father's Day card, and it says, "For a wonderful husband, on Father's Day, sometimes life is so busy that it's crazy." No, sorry, it is crazy, but it doesn't say that because my eyes are blurry. "Sometimes life is so busy that it's easy to forget to tell the one you love the most how special they are." Oh, look at that, there's even a little love heart, little cuties. Oh yes, oh, she's so cute. Anyway, she just goes on to say what a wonderful man I am, aka the Bush Bee Man. So even my wife's turned into a fan, so I reckon that's pretty groovy. But that's not what I wanted to show you. I was just smitten by that part because the fact that she still loves me is pretty amazing. Bloody hell, I tell you what. She's a good woman. But what I wanted to show you was, oh, she bought me this. So this is the drill that I normally borrow down here in this box. This is the normal borrowed drill. And this is her drill. And as you can see, the other day I was out here painting the boxes with pink primer, and it got just a little splattered. It's not terrible, it's not over bad. This side is clean. So I'm wondering whether if I gave it back to her like that, she might not notice. What do you reckon? But this is the dilemma a bloke's in. So in this box is a brand new one, which would be quite cool. That's a little handheld screwdriver. It's even got me a spare battery so I can't steal her extra battery. What a good woman. And in this box is that drill, I think, by the look of it. Looks like that drill. So the problem I have is, do you suppose I'm thinking of taking my new drill out of this box and giving it back to her so she doesn't know that her drill's covered in paint. That's my plan, anyway. The thing is, normally this would be done very stealthily and no one would know, but now she's actually watching this show, she gets to see what mischief actually happens. So who knows what the next Father's Day card is going to say. Good grief. Well, that's got a cool little bag in here. I didn't know I had a little carry bag. Ta-da! Look at that. Look at that, I'd be a proper bloody workman. Or tradesman. I'd be a proper tradesman with that. I wonder if that's how you walk into the trade thing. Hello, hello. Mind me, I've got my drill. I'm pretty sure they don't talk like that. Oh no, that's the... Is that a spare... There's 2 batteries in here already. So what's that? That must be the battery for that. What? Don't tell me that. Doesn't that shit you off? They could just make them all the same. Hang on now, what does that say? 18LR. Now I'm in trouble, folks. It doesn't quite look the same. Hers has got a cool black handle. And this has got green. Do you reckon she'll remember? Do you reckon she'll remember that it's a different looking drill? And it's got silver and this has got black. I think I'm in trouble. This is slightly different to that. This is actually... I think hers is better. So now I'm really... Oh my God. I thought they were going to be the same, but they're actually different. Fuck. Now what do we do? I have a solution for everybody out there. I'll just keep them both. What do you reckon? Oh, fucking hell. Do you reckon we can get the paint off here instead? Fuck. I had a great plan. I thought that would be great. I'll just give her my new drill back and she'll never know I got hers covered in shit. But now it's different.
You're fucked, Dad.
No, probably not tonight. I thought this was a good plan. She gave me this present and I thought, awesome, it's a get out of jail free card. Now I'm still in the bloody jail. Fuck now. So, we thought we'd get organised, put some wax in our little honeycomb producers. I thought these were kind of cool. Like I said, there's several different versions of this you can get. That I saw one on, I think that's an American one though, and that's sort of actually sealed little squares and you just pull it apart and that's kind of groovy. So, but I thought this might be awesome. This, I don't know, I thought this was kind of cool because it's round. You know, what's that when it's round? Is that a spherical? How do you say that? Spherical? No. No, that's wrong too. Sorry, my English teachers. Fuck. Shut up. Anyway, they just joined together. I thought this was kind of a cool idea that they've got. So they've got a back which sits against each other. So if you've got one of these, remember to put them together properly. Otherwise, you'll just end up with a bloody tunnel. You'll end up with a tunnel of honeycomb. Well, that'd be bloody messy, wouldn't it? Then you'd have to have like, would you like a cylinder of honeycomb? You know, fucking long like that. Anyway, sorry. I was just wondering whether the Cell folks will ever send us another sample of anything. Hopefully they do, because it's a pretty cool product. So, across the ditch. Isn't that what they say over there in New Zealand? They're across the ditch. I'm not exactly sure what the ditch is, but I suppose it's that big lump of water between us. Bit snazzy, you don't even have to cut it to size, hopefully. We'll find out in a minute. I'm going to assume this is the normal, like the foundation guide. Okay, that's not quite right, perfect, but maybe when we stick it together we just trim the edges off. What has happened there? What do? Do we just push it together, you reckon? That's pretty bloody good though. Stick that like that. Yeah. We probably should go in and watch the instruction video, shouldn't we? That'd be way too bloody flash for us though. That looks pretty good. So one would assume the girls come in here and go and are in that one and go and next thing you know you can pull it apart and we can put it in a post pack and ship it around the world and you can have some unhuman tampered honey. It wouldn't even get dizzy because it wouldn't even have to go in the spinner. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Right, and the last little bit is you put this bit of wood back in with these cool little bicycle clips or something, spring clips. You remember them when you were kids and you had to clip them on your leg? Well, they weren't like that, but they had a clip and you clip them on your leg so you wouldn't get stuck in the chain on your push bike. Golly gosh.
Was that when you wore flare pants?
They were big floppy plants and it wasn't very cool to have them on. And if you forgot them when you got to the schoolyard, it was a bit embarrassing. Because they weren't, you know, they weren't totally trendy looking. I'm sure nowadays they got bloody weird ass coloured ones so you look like you're cool. Because it's interesting what becomes cool. You know, I don't know whether the powers that be make shit cool or whether it's just the kids that are cool that make stuff cool. Because it's a bit like ripped jeans. I wonder if that was some poor bloke, chick, whatever, that was cool at school that couldn't afford new jeans, and then she went, you know, I fucking want to have a tear of my jeans because look at that, that's bloody awesome. And now they're getting, you know, teared jeans everywhere. You can buy that shit in the shop. The fucking stuff costs more than buying good ones. So I even said to my lovely daughter, who's got a pair of these cool ripped jeans, I said, I've got some of that shit in my cupboard that I've worn out. I could actually be really trendy, but she didn't agree with me because they were just worn and stuffed. So I had to throw my ripped jeans in the bin, which I thought was a bit rough. I was almost in fashion.
For the first time in your life?
No, I've been in fashion once before. Maybe, I think. Just as a footnote. You know how I brought that, I don't know if this episode's having the card and the drill saga in it, but I was just looking at the card and, you know, I don't know, blokes out there, whether you're sort of a bit slow on the uptake and you don't necessarily read everything that you get. And anyway, I was quite taken back and it was all very lovely. But I was just revisiting the card over here and it's got on here, to the bush bee man, hands off my drill. Very nice. She does love me very much. But as I always say, reiterating, as I was trying to say, I thought I was got a get out of jail free card, but I think I've really just got a kick my ass card. Cool. So I'm just trying to work out which one to put our cool little honeycomb circles on. I've got a couple of really strong hives here, and I'm thinking I'm going to go with the second end one because that looks pretty strong, and I reckon we'll under super it. We'll put the cones sort of in the middle of the honey, so we'll have to shake the gills off the brood comb that's in there and put the queen excluder in, and then we'll put that in the middle, and hopefully we'll come back in a month or so and have some honey, which would be kind of groovy. Don't know, I've no idea what a circle of honey's worth, but we'll find out when we get that far. Anyway, we'll get the kit out the back, see whether we got this organised. A little bit of Cell engineering. Hell, I hope this is a bloody 8-frame box. I didn't even think of that until just then. Oh, don't worry, we might be in awful sort of trouble, but we can cheat on these ones because they've got the lips. So, that'll work. It'll still be alright. We'll still make it happen. Go over here. Anyway, this one looks like it's pretty hectic, so we might put it on that, I reckon. We'll just give them a little... Oh my goodness. Might have to get the lad to help me lift that off. My goodness me! It's a nectar festival! What are we doing? What are we doing, chicks? Are we doing too much up here or what? Oh, it's not crazy busy up the top. It's bloody heavy though. Unless they've just got a lot of stores on board and they didn't need them all. Which they have. They've got shitloads of honey on here. So we'll just double check to make sure there's no brood up the top. Which I don't think there is. But there's a bloody stack of honey up here. Oh, that's probably bloody interesting, isn't it? Oh, you girls, why do you just chill out and you didn't even have to eat any food? Bloody hell, they must have been dining out. Oh, no, there's a little bit of drone cone coming up the top there. And we just messed with a couple of drones right there. I will not make them bloody happy. They won't be impressed about that, will they? I think we'll be pretty safe if we just give them a bit of smoke, rattle them downstairs, lift this off. More drone cone. You girls are going to get excited soon, aren't you? I know, you've got the shits up. Look at you go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's going to be a crazy little season coming up, I think. Maybe they remember how shit last year was. They're just going to get an early start. I reckon we're just going to put this, we're just going to take the super off. She's not up there. Pop that on the lip. And then we're going to put our cool little honeycomby machine in the middle. That's the plan anyway. And if you're watching this, this was technically called under supering. So they've got the honey on the top and the bees in the middle, and then you put your new super, but this is technically, well, I guess it's a super. It's a little short ass super. Actually, it's a fancy ass super. It's got little round supers in it. Oh, hang on. Queen excluder would be good, otherwise we'll have this full of bloody bee brood. And that'd be crap. But while we're going to the park, we might as well have a look and see what sort of trouble they're in. See what she's doing. We'll have a bit of a peekaboo as to what she's up to. What do you reckon? See what her and the girlfriends have been doing over winter. Probably out of the disco. Nobody goes to discos anymore, do they? You young'uns out there wouldn't even know what a bloody disco was. Look at all that shit on the bottom. Holy crap. There's some breeding going on. You lot are going to go off your tits, aren't you? My God, lad. Heavens of Betsy, look at that lot. They won't know what to think of that. They'll be all bloody confused, won't they? This is the trouble with these boxes. They've got a big gap at the bottom. Okay, don't get too shitty bums. Look at that for some laying pattern. Really, gosh. She's a good girl. I'm all excited. I don't know where she is though. So next season, we'll split these up and we'll have to requeen them all, and away we go again. So we keep all this nice bloodline going. So, actually at the conference the other week, well, month or whenever the hell that was, hell, the time goes quick. They were talking from the avocado growers' perspective, and they were saying in the avocado orchards, they expect the queen to only be 1 season old. So that she'll be really flat out, because apparently avocados, they want them to be hunting the pollen and the nectar, so that was actually has to be a really strong young queen. Well, that was very interesting. She was a really good presenter, the young lass. I can't remember what her name was, but it's interesting how all the industries have different criteria. I mean, almonds, they want 8 frames of bees covered and some brood going, so they want to get some pollen to keep up to good work. And the avocados wanted something else. So it's very interesting. Some more drones. Well, once the drones hatch, then they'll run around in the hive for a little while, and then within about a week or so, they'll start going out on mating flights, and then they'll find some other queens. And the cool thing is that the bees are smart enough, as I said before, that I'm not supposed to say as I said before, because apparently that's a very bad thing to say on TV shows, or internet shows. What are we on? YouTube shows. Anyway, so not as I said before, but drones actually get hatched out before, so then they can get orientated. And then when the queens hatch out, they can fly off, and they go to a mating site, wherever that happens to be around here, and they do the hanky-panky, and then the queen comes back and the drones drop dead. So that's bad luck to be a boy if you're a bee, I reckon. But anyway, you'd hope it's a good one, wouldn't you, if you only get one. We'll just pop our queen excluder in the middle. So that should keep them down the bottom. So then we'll pop our little honeycomb maker upper in the middle. So that can go on there like that. Put our super back on top of that. Ooh. If a bloke could remember his captar lift, he wouldn't have had to done that by hand, would he? Yeah, right. 101 problems for the inexperienced. Oh, hang on. Oh, there it is. That back on the top so they don't build straight right completely into the roof cavity, which they have been doing anyway, but still, it's all good. Pop our lid back on. Oh, golly, they said. I said, what the hell? Anyway, that'll all be very interesting. We'll see what happens. Well, it'll take them a little while to fill that out, because although it's spring, so there's a bit of stuff around. Who knows? We might take some of these away a bit later on, so there's not so much competition as well. Get my hat out my face, and yeah, that should be very interesting to see how they get on with this. I'm looking forward to it. I don't mind a bit of honeycomb. It's pretty cool straight off the box. So as you can tell by the sunshine and the warmness of the day, well, you probably can't tell that it's a warm day, but the sun's shining and here we are. Spring has sprung, so it's time to sort of collect our feeders. This one of the girls, this is one of the ones we put the Ciracell feeders in that we got from New Zealand. And we're just sort of having a bit of a review about them. I thought they were pretty bloody cool. There was probably only one thing on, not on this one, but on a different box that we had it on, was, I'll show you the little feeder bits, which is no fault of the actual product, it's the fault of the operator. Oh, I think the product's bloody awesome. The girls are thinking it's so good they're still stuck to it. And as you can see, they've cleaned all the sugar up pretty nicely, left a little bit of crust here. But the operator error was one of these little cool little lips. Hang on, I'll do this one so you can see. These little bits that slip in, some bloody ruffian didn't quite have it in there right. It was just to the side, so the girls could actually run in a bit more. And I had a few that got drowned. It wasn't terrible, wasn't ridiculously bad. But yeah, so, but what a cool idea. So they can drink on the, come up here, and they're obviously behind the white plastic. And the sugar's in here, as you would have seen. And they're having a bit of a feed, or they're inside of here having a feed. Very bloody clever. So yeah, no, I think it's a bloody good idea. And the other thing is, it's a hell of a lot easier than trying to fill up them in-hive feeders. So that's like with the bottle and trying to get that organised and trying to spill shit all over everybody, getting the ants excited. So if you actually want one of these feeders, go to our friends at Ciracell, and don't forget to mention that the Bush Bee Man sent you along, because you never know, they might send me some other shit to try it if they reckon I did a good job. Anyway, I probably didn't need my bee suit on for this bit, but we're just heading over to check out the Ciracell circles. I just thought I'd show you this cool little water tank we've got. I was cutting up pool noodles. I don't know if we've showed that, but anyway, I had all the little pool noodles cut up. And that's a bit of an exercise in madness, and plus they blow away on a windy day, which is a bit of a problem, or bank up in one corner. So I was wandering through Bunnings and I saw this extra size mat. And I thought, well, that could be quite cool. And it even comes with special ways to join it together. So I popped that in my drum, and the lasses can fly in there and have a drink without drowning. So that's pretty groovy. I don't know, maybe I should hit Bunnings up for a shout out. So we thought just before we get started on the next project, we're going to go and check out and see whether the Ciracell circles have got themselves organised. Come over here. Give these girls a little puff. Hello, chickie babes. What's going on? Let's have a poke out. We'll just lift this top bit off, first of all. Ooh, secrets. Look at that. Hello, chickies. What have you been up to here? Up here fighting with the blooming ants, you poor things. Let's just have a look at what's going on up here first. Feels pretty good. Look at that. There's a bit of nice citrus honey coming together. Oh my goodness gracious me. You chicks have been very busy. Oop, there goes a beetle, bugger. Have a bit of a play across here a bit further. Have a look what that's doing. And then we'll get to what we're really here to look at. Far out, eh? I can feel my honey in my cup of tea already. Right, anyway, that's not why we're here. I've got distracted, folks. Help. Oh, goodness. What's a bit heavy, ladies? Creepers, Mr. McGeepers. Yep. So we just get rid of our little clips. Pull them up here. I'm just going to double check. I think we're all good, but it looks pretty good from up here. Let's see if we can't just pull them up without pulling anything apart. Oh, look at that lot. Imagine that on your toast of a morning. Oh, that's the sort of crap you could have for a Christmas present, but we might be running a bit late. That looks bloody awesome, doesn't it? Very nice, ladies. Very nicely done. Let's just push you across a little bit. That looks like it's pretty near ready to rock and roll. So what we're going to do It's just going to pop it back together, and then we'll sit it up on its edge and go off and do something else for a minute whilst the girls get excited and run out and leave us with some beautiful circular honeycomb. Well, I think there might be a new Bush Bee Man product, some circular honeycomb. Oh, thank you, Ciracel boys. You're a bloody couple of champions, aren't you? Cool, so we just pop their lid back on. We've got the bit that we wanted for, oh my goodness gracious, that's heavy. Looks like we might be doing some citrus honey extractions. Well, it's good, ladies, you've done very well. There's going to be some happy fans out there. They got some lovely honey on their toast. Hopefully we don't lose everybody. Otherwise that'd be a bit bloody annoying, wouldn't it? Tap them and all the things go whoop.
Oh, they're pulling out at the top.
Yeah, remember that. Oh, it's alright. Anyway, normally you don't have to worry, you just leave them sit there for a minute on their side and the ladies go, where the hell are we? So, we've got our little circles back here in the kitchen, which is all good. We've had a little mishap until we had to go online and actually have a bit of a read up on what we're doing, so thank goodness for the actual Ciracel internet little website, so we have some idea. But anyway, we wouldn't believe it, but the Bush Bee Man's actually read some directions, so here we go. We're going to get this. Look at that, how bloody yummy does that look? So we're just going to pop it apart. I'm going to do it with my knife. Hang on, I had a knife here a minute ago. Hold that thought. Cool, so I reckon we're just going to leave this apart. This little frame that they're in. Nice and gentle. Not too excitable would be good. Let's run away. And we'll turn it over, I reckon. What do you reckon? Like that? I reckon that's the go. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Maybe we'll cut, oh shit, don't do that bit. Cut that through there for a start. Since my cutting board's not big enough, we'll get a bit organised, we'll get a bit bigger cutting board. What do you reckon? Yeah, like that, I reckon. We'll do a couple at a time, since we've only got a few anyway. Smells yummy. Smells the part. Yikey, crikey. And all the goodness is still in there. Couldn't get much goodness, much more goodness than that, could you? God, fresh as. Look at that. Straight from the beehive to you without too much messing about. Oh man, eh? We're going to have to go and get some more of these. Oh, quite cool indeed. Quite cool indeed. Take this edge off. I reckon that's what we'll do. Bit of foundation to spare. Trimming. I think we should get ourselves a proper sharp little knife to do this for real. I wonder what I did. What the hell did I do with that those little sharp? They're in the other U, don't they? The ones we cut the queens out with. That's what you want. Some of those sort of yummy, smart little knives. I think we're all trimmed. Now we've got to try and get it in the pot. Look at that. This is kind of cool honey extraction. You don't even get covered in blooming sticky stuff. Well, this actually looks pretty bloody good, if I do so myself. I reckon this is pretty bloody snazzy. Honey in a honeycomb without hasn't hardly even been touched by human fingers. Well, definitely hasn't been spun senseless. But if we get a bit of a good response, we might have to get some more of these and make some more cool honey like this. It's kind of groovy, really. Whoop, there's a little lady in trouble. Alright, now, what we need is a lid of some sort. There's a little groove there that goes together. We're going to have to go and buy ourselves some cool ass sticky tape or something, aren't we? some nice coloured sticky tape, because I think that might get a little bit exciting in the post. Hey, you reckon? Alright, let's run down.
Have a look at that. I'm making a honeycomb pyramid. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Bloody hell, I'm starting to get a bit of an appetite looking at this yummy honey. I don't know, we haven't got too much to go around, but when we get ourselves a bit of sticky tape and hold the lid on, and you check out the website, you never know, you might be one of the first people to actually get your hands on some Bush Bee Man honeycomb. And it's not too bloody shabby either, I do say so myself.
That's bloody amazing. Yum. Am I allowed to double dip? I guess it could be my trait. Oh, mate. I can get used to that. That's good. Thanks to Saracel for giving us a crack at these circle honeycomb pots. Turned out, I reckon they look bloody amazing. And it's a really cool way to actually get some fresh honeycomb. So, yeah, I reckon I'm going to be in touch with the boys and get some more. But at the minute, if you want to flick over to the webpage, you might be one of the few lucky ones that get hold of one of these 20 pots, because that's all we've got at the minute. So, be quick.